Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. Our top 10 in rushing yards, and they're going up against a Giants team that will need to keep the running game in check.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Slot man moves right. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Second down, Dobbs. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And some space here. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Dobbs now on second down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And again this time to the tailback. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Jordan Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. An update from Buffalo. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. He's going deep for Brown. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Come on, let's go. What? Flex round.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. About 3 yards there to the 27. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete here on third down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. The give is to Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Keep it on the ground with Bell. Powering forward. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go!
On play action, it's Dobbs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Dobbs is throwing. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Thomas. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now they'll run it on the toss, and he is knocked down from the side. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. His throw incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Flex round.
To throw is Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And bulldozing his way through. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Second down following the incompletion.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back to throw Dobbs. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Time running out here on the play clock. On third down, it's Thomas. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Dobbs to throw. Rush coming, he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing here, Dobbs. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Counter, here's Bell, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in a run game. No gain.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll go again with Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. flag comes in. This might be a free play. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. Now Dobbs. And he's got it. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50% to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Come on, let's go.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A good pickup there at 22.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The slot man in motion right. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard, right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down, Dobbs. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Dobbs to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
Slot man moves right. And the play clock's running down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Play clock winding down. So that'll back him up 5. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now out come the Giants. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as the continues to roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good. Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue. Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Taken for the Steelers out of the victory for... So the Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the